Hello, everybody. Sorry about that. I am having some serious internet issues today, so I'm not going to have my camera up. Welcome to the classroom. We've got another fun little session here today. We're going to focus on something a little different. Instead of an object, the usual kind of object or a landscape or something, we'll capture a little something off of the streets. So I've been scrolling through the net trying to find something that wouldn't be overly complex. And I've got a few different options here. We've got this one, of course. There's another hidden under here. Hey, wins. Let's hide that. We've got another one over here, which zoomed out is a fun one to experiment with, kind of squinting your eyes and just trying to capture the shapes of color and get that lighting in. It doesn't really matter so much about getting all the lines exact and getting this corrugated door, getting all those sort of like textures in. That can come later, but the main thing is to get that lighting in those different colors, to get the sense of light shining and reflecting. So that's quite a fun one to look at. We got this, which gives us a little bit more structure to play with, some easier lines to go on. Kind of got me thinking a bit of the awesome urban sketching that people do of Japanese storefronts. Absolutely love that kind of drawing. Sure, no problem wins. I'm not even sure if my stream will last all that long, considering my internet situation. But either way, we'll keep drawing and painting for the time, and we can all just chat on canvas. And then we got another image over here, which is this one. This is also going to give us a nice, hi Hadley, a nice one to play with again, just to capture the light itself, not so much all the specific lines. There's a lot that's blurred out in the background, so you don't need to get super neat about that, but capturing the effect of light. Now, this is all really new for me. This is not something I've tried painting before, and it's definitely going to be a challenge. So, but that's what we're here for. We've got to put ourselves out there, step out of our comfort zones every now and then, try something different. So that's kind of what we're doing. I haven't quite decided which one I'm going to go for just yet. I think I haven't been completely thrown off. I might actually just go with this sort of front-facing building front over here. And then hopefully, if I can get into it in good time, I will shift over to another one. Let's see how it goes. I'm going to see if I can get some music going on here. If you are watching over on YouTube or on Twitch, then you guys are welcome to come and join. There's more than enough canvases down here. We can always add more. I'm just going to add a couple more. In the meantime, you can rename your canvases with your name if you like. Just to claim it, plant your flag. Can you double click on those layers at all? You should be able to double click to claim those layers and then unhide them. Oops. Delay going on there. Cool. Okay, my chat wasn't going through, so I wasn't sure if it was coming about. Starlight, my graphics content keeps getting lost. Interesting. This happens to me when I try and stream or capture like additional video. Starlight. So maybe just if you've got other stuff open, any other like things that are using your graphics card, just try and close that. Or the other option is to maybe go to your application settings and switch this setting over here, your disable graphics acceleration. If it is on, then uncheck that box, or if it's off, turn it on and see if that changes anything after you refresh. Hi, Hadley. Hi. Cool. So let me I was trying to put music on, wasn't I? All the silence. I'm just going to go into that fantasy hip hop, fantasy hop, chill hop, something or other that I had. I'll keep it nice and soft so it doesn't interfere too much with you guys if you want to have your own music on. Cool. Should start. Last time I had this issue of no matter which track I selected, it kept playing the same one. Really annoying stuff. Anyway, so let's come on, play the music already. Yes, we remember you, Hadley. We remember you. Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna paint in, find a different layer. Oh, so I suppose, as I always do, I kind of just run briefly through a quick analysis of what we're looking at here. So if you are a beginner, you're wondering how to tackle something like this. We do have a lot of square shapes here to work with. It's always the first thing we're looking at. We're looking at shapes. So we've got a clear square there. We've got a clear, well, not a square, a box shape over there. We've got another rectangle here. So you could even, just to map things out, take your what's the word I'm looking for? Your rectangle shape tool. That's what I'm trying to say. Set it to stroke and just sort of drag things out roughly without the reference, of course. I'm just using the reference to show the sort of guide, but map things out in the same sort of way. Obviously, that's a long box behind there. Here's another long box. So you can break things down like this to make it a little easier for yourself. And you do this over the reference, then you try and create the same sort of shape of box over on your actual drawing area and work off of that. You can set it to a low opacity, kind of like that. I mean, I could just move this over and then start sketching on top of this on another layer to try and map things out. So it's a way to speed it up a little bit. If you've got limited time for your study, then this is one way to approach it if you want to get things exact. And the other thing to notice, let me clear this, is what's going on with our lighting. We've obviously got a very strong light right over there. That's warming up the wood behind it, causing a bit of glow over here, a bit of glow onto the cloth as well. So if we switch this into grayscale, we've got a lot of quite like mid to dark values here. By values, I'm referring to how light or dark or something is. If we're looking at our grays, where it all sits along here. So most of this image is sitting, if we use our eyedropper tool, we can kind of see where it all sits. As I move around here, you can see a lot of it's very much in the dark. So it's got colors to it for sure, but a lot of it's in the dark. And only once we get to these areas here, this light cloth, obviously then the value goes up, and this is going to be our brightest point, almost to white, but it's this warm glow. So you can use your eyedropper to help kind of gauge where things sit in terms of values. As always, I try to recommend don't color pick from the reference. This music still hasn't started playing. Unbelievable. Or maybe I'm just not hearing it. That's equally possible. Have I muted something? Nope. It's just not playing. Oh well. I shall sit here in silence. Cool. Now let me start. Okay, Hadley, I'm going to ask you to maybe not draw on the canvas. This music thing really bugged me. Nah! Play something. Gurdam. Is it just me, or can you guys hear something? Just want to check. Okay, so I'm going to approach things in a bit of a different way. I'm just going to squint my eyes and throw down some color. Get a sharp or a thin flat. You just started hearing music. Okay, good. Then it's just my end where it refuses to play. Alrighty then. So I want to kind kind of work my way from the back. I'm going to find a blue that sort of matches a little bit of the sky. It's quite saturated. Got to keep them saturated. If anyone's familiar with The Offspring, maybe that rang a little bell. I haven't listened to them in so long. They were a bit of a staple in my ears at one point during high school. Awesome. Okay, and then we've got this wooden box. Kind of work up from this. And I'm going to try and keep my eyes squint for most of this process. No wonder it's not looking right. Okay, my opacity was off. This is what was confusing me. Okay, let's go in your layer. And merge it down. Just try to call. We got little goose as well. Cool. Hello, welcome. Okay, now we can go. Nice. I just see that Schoolism has got subtitles for their courses. Very nice. So this goes almost all the way to the edge. It is going to be darker. It's going to be much darker. What I've got here. Sort of like a blue-gray along the side, all the way along the edge. And it comes in. I'm just wrapping it right now. There's no need to be precise. I use my eyedropper just to see what exactly this is. Got a slight hint of color, slight bit of saturation, but not a lot. Not a lot. So it's a kind of like reddish, orangey, kind of gray here, but it looks different because of where it's sitting, or what it's sitting next to. So let's do that. Yeah. I'll get into more precise shapes in a little bit. This is going to be darker. Yeah, me neither. I've always loved the idea of doing urban sketching. But yeah, I think I go out in public and there's too many people showing, like, curious, is he drawing that thing? And because of how slow I draw, people are going to come up and they're most likely just going to see a distorted smiley face with whatever I'm doing. But would love to get into it more. And even here, this shape creates like quite a shadow along the side here. Rotate my brush a bit. We're ready to do backgrounds. Backgrounds. It seems to get everybody at some point. Oh, well, that's interesting to hear. As being a part of these streams, you're finding it a little easier to be out there and have people see what you're doing. Very cool. I'm glad. That's a good byproduct of these sessions. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, I think I've pointed out it's the same for me. Like putting myself out there, publicly showing my weak points. Good times. Let's go a bit darker here. Let's go a bit cooler, maybe. Let's change up this. here, it's much darker. It's almost like purplish. Almost purplish. Just got a little light in. This comes down a bit more. I know it's got to be darker. I know it's got to be cooler. What is this color actually? It's a bit more towards the reds. I'm here. It's got to go cooler, but in the different direction. No, that's too much. Too much red. Then it goes to purple. Nah. We've got some dark wall here. Got some perspective there. And here we've got this golden door behind here. Lighter, maybe? It's probably not. One often goes too light. Great. Waiting for server response. Rah, curse you. Ah, stop it. So it's the only downside to working on an online app if you're somewhere that has really shoddy internet. It's even darker. It's quite, yeah, a bit lower. Door frame there. We've got some of that glow bouncing onto the ground here. So I'm going to drop my opacity intensity just to get roughly that sort of color when it's layered on top of sorry, this I think it's got more to do with whatever's going on my end. I don't know the people next to my house, Hadley. I'm renting rarely while I travel, so neighbors here. For server response again. This is really getting in the way of me doing anything. Maybe it's spreading. My bad internet is contagious. This is not good. It's going to be dark up here too. And yeah, this is a bit of a weird one. It's like light behind of this. I've got my proportions totally whacked. So I'm going to widen things out a little bit. Well, digital tools. So annoying, I've got silence here. Interesting question. Starlight asking if I think tracing is good or bad. I think you can use it as a visual aid. But at the same time, if you're taking, depends on the purpose. You know, like if you've got to do something for a client in a short space of time, and you've taken photos of yourself as reference, for example, just to get the pose right, save you a bit of time. You know, like you're using tools to your disposal, things that you have at your disposal to your advantage. I know for myself, for example, when I've been doing murals, being able to just almost do something with a projector onto a large wall saves me a lot of time. So it really depends. I don't think tracing is going to help you draw all that well. It can, if you're trying to understand, like following the lines of something, or you're trying to practice line weight, and you kind of print out someone else's work who's really strong with line, and you try to emulate the weight and learn that control to improve your line work. But then still, you don't call that work your own. It's, you've used someone else's work to help you learn. So creating debate is one that depends on context. Oh, you're talking about that person. Sorry, I didn't know what you meant, Hadley. Yeah, nice one. Did you use the? I didn't watch how you did that. Did you use the shapes, like the custom shape tool? Oh, waiting for server response again. I don't know how long I'm gonna last with this stream. Before I flip. Then there's this. This has to come out a bit further. Come on. Okay, I'm actually going to cancel the stream here, or like close it, because yeah, it's too much for my connection to handle right now for whatever reason. So, but once I close the stream, hopefully that'll improve things on the drawing side, and I'll stick around on Canvas and keep painting with you guys. So if anyone's watching and you haven't joined, we do have a bunch of canvases down below that you can come and grab for yourself. Check the stream description below. You'll be able to find all the info for how to join over there. You can come grab a canvas, and we'll use the in-canvas chat if you've got questions and things that I can assist with. But the stream is not playing nice with me. So yeah, I'll see you all in the canvas.